At the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
He's coming. Check him. All day, baby. All day. Regular. 34.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. This offense has a lot to account for, but at the top of the defense's list is OBJ.
I'm not sure how you really game plan for him, because no matter what you do, he finds a way to uncover himself downfield. And the speed gets it from his mom, a former sprinter at LSU.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation, but at the end, everyone agrees one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Check 45 to Mike. Yeah.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
Check back 34.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's Atkins on first down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Number 53, Mike 53. Switch up. Get it.
He completes this to Sutton. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Atkins. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Broncos have taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
60 outlaw. Double tight, double tight.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready, go. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He'll find Lindsey here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Check, check. 6-6. Pull it high. What you got?
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Yeah, they should have known.
He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. From the 41, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A toss play to Chubb. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 3rd and short. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Ready to break. Mike 51, Mike 51. Not today, you are. Not today.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They go again with Muhammad. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First throw now for the backup lock. Making the catch, it's Winfrey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Pick it up. Pick it up. Get it.
Throwing his lock on third down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Hey, Echo.
First throw now for the backup, Allen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Sit up. Big River.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Good job, Ronnie.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Block now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Lock now. After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Locke now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a first down. Locke throwing on target to Fant. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Locke again. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Here's Freeman. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. Locke now on third and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Mack Wilson. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Allen to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. They look to throw. It's Locke. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
36, 36.
Get it.
Freeman again.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ready.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
On the set. General West. Hey. You got 3. Three down. Switch. Big grip.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.